Hello, I'm Aubrey Shepherd. It's the 6th day of April 2015. And there's Spring Beauty. We showed some last week, but lots more around. And there's a Spring Beauty, Claytonia virginica, with a buttercup. And here's a different buttercup. It's, I believe they're both buttercups. You can see those shiny petals. More virginica, or Claytonia virginica, and now we're at World Peace Wetland Prairie looking at the latest thing in blooming flowers out there, and of course we can go on to this red buckeye, which is, let's see, Aesculus pavia. It's the buckeye that we couldn't name offhand last week, even with John Rule. He guessed it was a red one, but we looked it up right after that. This is the sassafras tree in bloom. Sassafras trees are host plants. Their foliages for the host plant or the, swallowtail, the one that's we thought of as dependent on what's particular. Anyway, this particular flower is not a native plant, and it is epimedium. Epimedium. There are a bunch of cultivars of these. I think this is probably the original one, but it's not a native plant. It's from the Mediterranean area. See those three leaves and those tiny little yellow flowers when you see them from that range. Very tiny. Had to tilt them up. Okay, we also saw a redbud tree there. And here's a nice out of focus picture that I meant to leave out. This is the group, two ladies from Pinkie Pie's daycare center down on South Duncan Avenue. And sometimes they come to World Peace Wetland Prairie and see the kids are all holding a string or rope, or maybe it's just a big strong ribbon, but anyway, they always keep them together that way. They've done it for years since they moved into that neighborhood, and they do a great job, and they take the kids not only into World Peace Wetland Prairie to see flowers and birds and whatever kids are interested in at the time, but right after they went in there, they went around to the Pinnacle Prairie Trail, and I could hear them talking chatter out there. Here's a different, maybe a better shot of a different one of the red buckeye plants. And now we're looking at let's see, is this Johnny Jump? No, this is the bird's foot violet. It's Viola pedata, ped as in foot, pedestrian, which you walk on. Anyway, got several shots and adjusted some of them, may have overdone it a little bit, but anyhow, that's a very special and relatively rare around here. You see so many violets, such as this one, that are not bird's foot. And bird foot had to do with the look of the foliage on that plant, for one thing. Here's a very pale violet. It's still got some violet in it, and I cropped that up to try to get more detail and so forth. And here's, okay, another. Anyway, 11th Annual Earth Day celebration at World Peace Wetland Prairie coming up on Sunday, April 19th, 2015, 1 to 5 p.m. at 1121 South Duncan Avenue, Fayetteville, Arkansas. That's next to my house. Hope you'll come there. See ya. Hello, I'm Aubrey Shepherd on the 9th of April 2014. That's Claytonia virginica, the spring beauty. This is a white violet. Here's another shot of it. It's about as close to pure white as violets come. And this is a plant I hope to have identified by next week, because this morning when I was making these pictures, it started to show yellow flowers on top, and I still can't remember what it is. When the flowers show, and I'll be able to search for it better. World Peace Wetland Prairie is going to be the site of Earth Day celebration coming up on the 19th, Sunday the 19th of April. And here you see the red buckeye flowers. These just opened today. They weren't open yesterday. I went back this morning thinking, boy, they're close, and yes, they were. Okay, this is a bud on a tree. This is a water tupelo, or tupelo gum tree, we call them down in Louisiana. They grow in shallow wetland, woodlands, and they're often totally wet. This is the bird's foot violet we just saw, and seeing 3 of them were open today. Yesterday there were only 2, and a week ago only 1. So this bird's foot violet is Viola pedata, as in foot, you know, pedal. And these, of course, are yellow tulips, and they're growing out at the street edge at World Peace Wetland Prairie. They may all be past bloom by the 19th when we have our Earth Day celebration, and we just hope every year that some new things will crop up by that time, because it seems it's mid-April's a gap in between natives and non-natives popping up. This is a new milkweed sprout. You see that old stem? That's last year's stem. You can tell it's coming right out of the same root. And milkweed plants are the host plants for the caterpillars of monarch butterflies. Everybody needs some in their yard to help increase the population of monarchs. Okay, this is a cherry, wild cherry, and it's not in bloom. That's just the way it looks with the leaves when they're opening early. This is sassafras. Sassafras is a small tree or large shrub, depending on where you see it. But anyhow, that's how this one looks at the edge of World Peace Wetland Prairie. And these just started blooming today, or maybe last night or yesterday afternoon, but they weren't there the day before. So I tried to get close-ups of them. And sassafras is a host plant. Its foliage is a host plant for the one of the favorite butterflies, and so it's very important to have it on your property, or if you can. This is trillium. It opened today for the first time. As I say, yesterday afternoon I may not have looked at it, so it might have been the day before, but I showed pictures that I made on Monday earlier, and it was certainly not open. It was just sticking up there straight, and now it's open. And that won't last long. This is a woodland plant, likes wet areas in the woods. This is Lonicera sempervirens, the native honeysuckle vine, and there it is up close before, in one that hasn't started to actually bloom, just ready to. Okay, Sunday, April 19th, 1 to 5 p.m. Everybody's welcome. It's free, and you'll have great music as usual, and we hope great weather as usual. Till next time, this is Aubrey Shepherd asking you to do your part to help keep the water clean, the air pure, and the woods green. See you.